Hi, my name is Shane Wanless. On behalf of Premier Equipment, your salesperson and myself, I'd like to thank you for your recent lawn equipment purchase. We appreciate your business and look forward to continuing our relationship with you into the future. In this short video, we're going to take a look at your new piece of equipment, the operator's manual, service intervals, warranty, and some of the lawn accessories and attachments that are available from Premier Equipment. You should have received an operator's manual with your new purchase. If you did not, please contact your salesperson right away so that they can get one for you. Reviewing the operator's manual is a very important part of starting to operate your new piece of lawn equipment. Your operator's manual contains a lot of valuable information and some key sections. Product identification. This will show you where your serial number is located and your engine serial number if you need that in the future. Safety. This section covers all the safety decals and what they mean. The safety section also outlines the safe operation of your unit, general instructions, what to do before you use your machine, a daily checklist, checking the mowing area, preventing injuries, operating on slopes. There's a diagram to help you determine how big of a slope you should cut on, identifying any terrain hazards, towing safety, and some of the service and maintenance information. Operating controls and operating, we will discuss this more in the video. We will also talk about servicing and troubleshooting. Storage. There's a section that contains the information you need to put away your unit for the winter and what to do to bring it out in the spring. In the back of the manual, it contains all the warranty information specific to your machine. Okay, now that we've gone through our operator's manual, let's go over an X300 series and go through some of the controls and some of the features that we have. Today we have an X350 that we're going to use for this demonstration. So before we start the tractor, there's a couple things that we want to do every time. One of the real important key things is to lift your hood and check the oil. The oil dipstick is always marked by a yellow dipstick with a oil can on it. It could be on the left or the right, depending on what model you have. And it's a great idea to check it every time. It only takes you a few seconds, but it will save your engine if you did have any kind of leak or anything like that. Next we want to do is do a bit of a visual inspection. We want to check your tires, make sure that they're all properly inflated. If we have a tire that's getting low, it's going to change your deck level, going to give you a bad cut, or it's going to wear out that tire prematurely. Do a visual inspection on your deck. Make sure that there's no sticks, pine cones, grass buildup on there. You want to clean that all out of there so it's not wearing out your deck, wearing out your pulleys, everything like that. So do a quick walk around and make sure that there's no foreign objects that you've picked up off your lawn. All our X300s have gauge wheels. These wheels are meant to help with anti-scalping if you went over a little hill or something like that. They should never be running on the ground all the time. They just want to kind of skim the grass. So if you want to cut your grass lower, you may need to raise those gauge wheels up. So you don't want to see them running on the ground or they're going to wear out prematurely also. So on the X300s, you have the washout port here. And what you can do with this quick disconnect is hook it to a garden hose, hook it back up to your mower deck, turn the water on, engage your mower deck, and you let it run. And what that's going to do is clean out a lot of the grass that's on your deck and give it a good wash. The best time to do that is right after you've cut your grass because everything hasn't dried and caked on in there, so that's going to give you the best clean. When you do this, you do want to do it somewhere where you're not worried about making a mess. So out behind the garage, out in a field or something like that, because you're washing it, all that wet grass and everything is going to fall to the ground. So you definitely want to do that somewhere where you're not worried about making a mess. The other lever on the back of your X300 is this disengage lever. So what this is a lever that you can pull out, and this allows you to push the tractor around. If the lever's in, it's very hard to push this tractor. So when we pull it out, what it does is let the wheels freewheel. Reason we would do this is if maybe you were in your garage and you just wanted to push it 5 feet and you didn't want to start it, you can pull it out, push it. Maybe you ran out of fuel and you need to push it across the yard, or hopefully it never happens. If it did break down and we need to come and get it, we can pull this out and push it onto a trailer. Something to keep in mind is sometimes I pull this out, then I go to start my tractor and I push my forward pedal and nothing happens. So if you do that, you've left this in the freewheel position, so you need to push it back in, and then you'll be able to go forward and back again. So let's get up on the tractor and we'll go over some of the controls on our X300s. Starting on the left side of our tractor, this pedal is to raise and lower our deck. The orange lever here is our throttle, and beside it is our choke lever. We have a mower lift lock lever here. This works in conjunction with your pedal to lock the mower up in the upright position. Down between my legs is the deck height adjustment, and you can adjust that from 1 inch to 4 inch depending on what height you want to cut at. Do have a gauge for checking your hours, everything like that. On the right hand side we have our ignition switch. We have a yellow PTO switch or deck engage switch, you can call it both. Orange parking brake lever. The X300s do come equipped with cruise control. The pedals on the right hand side, we have 3 of them. The one on the top is a parking brake, and then we do have a forward and reverse pedal. You can also adjust your seat with a lever between your legs here, and basically you pull it and you can slide forward and back. So that's your basic controls done quickly. Let's talk about starting your tractor. So to start your tractor, you want to press your parking brake. You want to put your throttle up at least half or 3/4. Push your choke lever all the way up. When the tractor's cold, turn your key and the tractor will start. Once it starts, bring the choke lever all the way back down. And then you can release your brake pedal. And the tractor's not going to go anywhere when you release the brake pedal until you push one of your forward or reverse pedals. So now that our tractor's running and you want to cut some grass, you can engage the PTO or deck engage knob here, which is marked in yellow, and that's simply by pulling it up, and then your deck is going to engage. One thing you want to make sure when you're cutting grass is that you have your throttle all the way to full. That's going to give you the best operation of your tractor, make the blades go as fast as they can to give you the best cut. You can adjust your height again by the knob in the middle. Again, that's 1 to 4 inches. Most people are going to cut at a 2.5 to 3 inch level. And after that, we can raise and lower our deck. So basically at 2.5 inches, when I drop the deck down, it's going to stop at 2.5 inches. If I want to lock the deck all the way up, I'm going to push the pedal, the deck raises up, and I pull the deck lift lever up, and then that locks this deck in the up position. To lower it again, I'm just going to push the pedal, release the lever, and I can drop it all the way back down again. When you're done cutting, it's simply pushing the yellow lever in, and that disengages your deck. Again, we have the parking brake. You would want to engage the parking brake if you want to get off the tractor. So we can leave the engine running. We do need to turn the deck off, and we want to put the parking brake on by simply pushing the pedal, lifting the orange lever up, take your foot off the brake, and now it's in park. We can leave the engine running, and we can get off the tractor if there was sticks or toys or something that we need to clean off the lawn. To take the parking brake off, we're going to push the pedal, push the lever down, and now the parking brake is off. And again, you can take that off and the tractor is not going to move until you press one of these pedals. The other feature on the X300s is cruise control. If you're cutting wide open areas and you want to leave it at 1 speed, you can push your forward pedal forward, push the cruise control button, take your foot off the pedal, take your foot off the button. Now you're locked into 1 speed. To disengage the cruise control, you can simply press this pedal, or you could press the parking brake and it will disengage the cruise control. Don't forget to stop into our parts department. We stock wagons, lawn rollers, mulch kits, bumpers, baggers, and service kits for your mower. The next section we're going to look at is servicing your lawn equipment. Located in your operator's manual is a section on service intervals. Your engine oil needs to be changed every 50 hours or annually, whichever comes first. Just sitting over the winter, condensation can occur, and it's a good idea to change that oil in the spring, even if you didn't reach the 50 hours. At 100 hours or annually, items such as your spark plugs, air filter, fuel filter may need replaced, sharpening your blades, and you may need to get your deck re-leveled and check your tire pressures. Regular servicing of your riding lawn equipment is important for protecting and prolonging the life of your equipment. Depending on your conditions, you may need to do some of this maintenance early, such as dusty conditions, large amounts of dandelion seeds, or unplanned debris on your lawn equipment. At Premier Equipment, our service departments can help you with all your service requirements. Participate in our Premier Service Inspection programs, have your mower serviced annually, and take advantage of seasonal specials. Book early and beat the rush. If you're confident in completing your own service, contact our parts department. We stock all the filters and oil you need. Again, thank you for choosing Premier Equipment on your recent lawn equipment purchase. We really appreciate your business. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to your salesperson or your local Premier branch. Thank you for running with us.